Hey Sim fans, Crystal back. Sorry for the hiatus, but everything's good now and we're picking back up. It's Monday morning for the Apocalypse Challenge here that I'm playing with Peter. And I've got Brock doing what's called a Genius IQ on the brain enhancing machine. Remember, you can use the brain enhancing machine once per day for Genius IQ and once per day for a skill build. But you can't go over level 5 in any skill. But you can build any skill you want. Genius IQ, what that does, see, it lasts here for 12 hours. He has a moodlet, and it's going to give him better performance in school. Because every Thursday we apply for additional funds at the administrative building, and the higher your school, he doesn't have it yet because he hasn't started class yet. Okay, it says that he doesn't have class right now, which is weird because I thought he did. Oh, he goes to class at noon, my bad. Noon and 4, okay. That's not a bad schedule. But anyway, you get a performance meter, kind of like you do when you have a job. And the higher it is, the more full it is, then the more money you get when you apply for funds. Which comes in handy because one of the other rules, which is kind of weird, but it's just one of the rules, is every Saturday, or whatever day you choose, Peter and I chose Saturday, you pay the mob. Yeah, I guess like maybe the mob is fronting you money to go to college, and so you have to pay them back with interest, of course. And it's I believe it's $600 is the amount that you have to pay them every Saturday. So the applying for funds will definitely come in handy. So since he's got some time before class starts, let's see what skills are kind of pertinent for his degree. It says that, oh, it's down here under skills. Duh. It says that they need to improve, let's see, science, gardening, fishing, working with the anatomy, skeleton, things like that. So some of these skills I'll have to get with Peter. I don't think we can do yet.
Do that? Flarbin.
I know. But I'm just going to work on skills that are pertinent to his degree. So I guess since he doesn't have class until noon, he can come up on the other machine. Nope, that one's on cooldown. And do a brain enhancement, and that gets you a skill. But the maximum that they'll let us do in this challenge is to level 5 with the brain enhancement machine. You can read books and do whatever after that. But as far as using that machine, you can only use it for the first 5. So I try to take advantage of that because it's a lot easier to use the machine than read a book. It's a lot faster. But yeah, Saturday was day 1, and that's when he was back in Midnight Hollow and overlooking, do gardening, overlooking his apocalyptic town, the state it's in. Day 2 was Sunday when he got to college and all his roommates moved in, and he had the meet and greet and stole 10 candy bars and 10 sodas, which is the maximum that you can steal. He's already eaten a couple of candy bars. Just to kind of tide you over in case your roommates aren't making food. And this is day 3, which is Monday, his first day of class. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. And Tuesday will be day 4 and so on. So I'm going to play as much of Monday as I can in the 20 minutes that I record. And then when you watch next Wednesday, he'll be on Tuesday. I think I can squeeze in the whole Monday. I'm going to fast forward through his classes and stuff, so we can get more of the day in, because it's boring while he's in class. It's a rabbit hole. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, he just goes into a rabbit hole for class. Tuesdays and Thursdays are interactive classes. So that would be better. A little more entertaining. But we're in the dorm closest to campus, because you actually, in the Apocalypse Challenge, you cannot leave campus. So there's no traveling to the bowling alley or the gym or any of that fun stuff. No fun stuff, basically. Just class and skills. And that's his whole world. And of course he's doing, was it medical and science, I think is his degree. Yeah. And so he'll get to go on one of the other careers, and I think I'll probably choose science. I'm not 100% yet. But there's different benefits, different things that you unlock per career. And eventually, you know, you'll do all of the careers to level 10, but different careers unlock different things. And I think science gave me more unlocks that I'm kind of interested in getting, you know, done quicker. Oh, let me fast forward it because he's going to be here for a minute. As long as you use brain enhancement, you can keep them on normal effort. You can go as hard to put them on work hard, but they will get stressed out if you don't be careful. But I find as long as if I have my brain enhancement, I mean, he does really well. It's just his first day of class, and he's already got the bar halfway full. And he has another class after this, and he's hungry, so I'll let him have a soda. I think these are just seeds, yeah. Because he's learning the gardening trait, so he got some seeds in his backpack, which we can't garden yet, so they'll have to just sit there because we also can't sell them. So he had him a soda. I'm going to have him study a couple times because that also helps his school performance, and he's got some time in between classes. His next class is at 4, and it's 2:30 about. So when you're not in class or not studying or doing something, or working with studying from your textbook or working with your anatomy skeleton or whatever your special item is, you will lose school performance, because his is going up because he's studying. You can put it on study normal, study hard, however you want to do it. I try not to overstress him, you know, and he'll still get enough. By Thursday, it'll be pretty full, and he'll get a good amount of money. But you can play it however you want. You can just work him to death if you want. And he has to pee, but the closest place to pee is the student union. And he has class coming up at 4, and it's already 3. And I've got him studying one more time, so he may just have to hold it. I don't know if he can. But he may have to. Let's see. The student union is... Where is he? What building is he in? This is like the arts building. So student union is... I'm like totally lost. Okay, well there's the gym. That's behind him. Yeah. He can visit this and try to pee really quick before class. Let's see. I don't want him to like wet himself in class. You know how embarrassing would that be? It's your friggin' first day of class. You're meeting your professor and your classmates, and you pee yourself. But he's about to in 46 minutes. So let's just run him over to the student union, which is kind of stinky that that's the closest restroom. Like, you figure you click on the rabbit hole building and there'd at least be a bathroom option. You know there's a bathroom in that giant arts building. And then to make him go to class, see right now it says he's skipping class because the class started at 4. You just hit the attend class, but right now we're just trying to get him. You know what? You're just gonna have to hold it. I'm sorry. Go to class. We'll send you to the dorm afterwards, and then you can go. Just cross your legs and just try not to think about it. Don't imagine any rushing rivers or anything like that, and you should be okay. I made him run like halfway there, and I'm like, oh, nope, turn around, go back to class. But he is late. I mean, he's like 30 minutes late to class, which is hurting his school performance. Come on, run like the wind, Brock. You're a thin guy. Go for it. Alright, so he's made it to class. I'm going to fast forward while he's in class, and then he'll pretty much just go back to his dorm. And we'll take care of his needs. Hopefully one of his roommates has made something to eat, because that soda is not gonna last long. Crap, there's a fire at his dorm, and we're not allowed to have a smoke detector because there's no electricity. I guess it's supposed to be downstairs. Yeah, this will happen. Probably. Or at least it does to me. Stupid roommates are always burning stuff up. And there's no fire And they're just standing there. Here comes Brock. What she can do. And this chick is just like, I'm just gonna skate out. I know there's a stop, drop, and roll. But you're missing the last step. And all these fools running into the fire. I mean, come on. You just see the dude running into the He's getting a bigger and bigger crowd. It's like, oh, it's a bonfire party. Sorry, you guys can't really see. There's Dad. We got Jeff showing up. And they'll send us a new roommate. Not any lights out. It's an awful first day. Everyone's just standing there like, I'm not gonna move, I'm not gonna speak, we've got people passed out. Everyone's just afraid to do anything. All these police. He's like, I'm just in college, I have my whole life ahead of me. Please. Usually that doesn't work though, but we'll see. Yeah. Just like, no. You're mine. We got a zombie. Alright, everyone's like, okay, show's over. I'm done. Jeez. And peeing themselves. Wow, alright. That's an interesting first night. Even Brock has passed out. It's hard to see, but he's right here on the ground. So needs to go to sleep.
Lucy Norm!
Peter, remade this dorm for us, and I installed it, and okay, it looks like they're working. Sometimes the beds don't want to work when I do that. I guess it's just my computer that does it. I don't know. But Brock's going to bed. It's been a really strange, kind of hectic first day at school. So, I don't know what all that's about. There's 5 minutes left. Like, wow, maybe I shouldn't fast forward so much through his classes because I still have 5 minutes and we're going to be into Tuesday. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'll give you all a tour of campus or something. Peter and I've got a thing going where we're trying to start each recording at the beginning of the next day so that we can stay on track and stay together and not one of us get ahead of the other. That's why we're doing it that way. So I guess I'll pause it when he wakes up. And, just in case you're not familiar with university, because we can go around. But don't forget to check out my other series too on Harry Homeless. I gave them all new clothing. Harry's stuff was just a little too on the formal side. He had like 2 formal outfits and some kind of less formal. I just redid them all. Adrian's, Harry's wife, I redid all but one outfit, and then the kid, I redid all the kids too, because we have new clothes now with Get to Work, and so I wanted to kind of update their look. You'll notice in the thumbnail, Adrian's still wearing her original, but she does have some alternative new outfits, and you'll notice Harry's and Karina's new outfits on the thumbnail. So I got those updated, and I fixed Brock on his thumbnail because he didn't look quite terrified enough for the apocalypse. So yeah, a little bit of changes here and there. I don't know, maybe this will kind of go through the time. Let's see. Or I could just end it a little early. He should be waking up like any time. And as usual, he'll do his Genius IQ and his brain enhancement. So I'm going to pause it here because Peter and I are trying to stay together. And I'd already taken y'all through the dorm last time, but we'll just kind of go to map view. Classes are completely like random as far as the times and the buildings they give you. Even if 2 of you are playing and you go for the same degree, which I believe that Peter and I have different degrees because it's like a roll of a dice in this challenge. And so any of these buildings, well, not the student union is for your lecture class, but gym over here, you've got another dorm, but they're kind of far from campus. And I know we have a car, but still, I just like to be really close to campus. And then your pool and your gym, which we can't visit. We can't visit any of these places. Comic store, it's like a Sim Burger, kind of looks like a Sonic. A theater, your bowling alley, and this is the grotto. It has just like bars and pool tables and live music, coffee bar, which is cool. The coffee bar came with university, and I use it all the time in all my towns. A little grocery store, a little bookstore. You've got your library back over here. You've got the frat and the sorority house. I tried to join a sorority once. It's really difficult to get into the frat or sorority, so good luck and congrats for those of you that have. You've got this big lake up here called Senior Lake Park. I guess this is where the seniors throw their big senior bashes. Parks all over. This one is called Just a Park. This one up here is called The Point. It's kind of a make-out park. They have, because it's up here on this hill, and they have these little parking spots lined out with the rocks, and you can sit here and look out over campus and make out. And you have bonfires. Someone left a guitar up here. There's picnic tables, grills. I don't think there's bathrooms, though. So you just gotta pop a squat if you come up here, or just hold it. And then behind here, see if we can see it. If I can zoom out enough. Yeah, up here on the hill is the university sign. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it. And there's like a trail that goes kind of close, but you can always teleport your sim up there probably. Too bad you can't do anything with it. All kinds of houses that you can rent, although that's not allowed in the Apocalypse Challenge. You have to live in the free dorms. A couple of beach parks, which is nice, because now we can swim in the oceans and everything, which I wish we could do in The Sims 4. And then you got this little champion lake. It doesn't look like a lake though, honestly. It's more like a pond. Yeah, it'd be like Champion Pond, not Champion Lake. The back one is definitely a lake, but the other one, I'm sorry, it's a pond. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's just some abandoned junk to look at. Can't do anything with it, unfortunately. That's kind of the gist of university. I love university. I was so glad when it came out. But there's the timer I managed to waste the last 3 minutes. You're welcome. And we'll pick back up next week on Tuesday. Peter will be joining me. Don't forget to check out his series. There's links in the description below. There's also a link to mine and Peter's website with all the rules. Thanks for watching. Glad to be back. And this is Crystal signing off. Until next week.